So the next map is also very similar to the one we just did, but in this one, I want you to do a couple of different things. One thing that this map doesn't show, there is a little stream that goes through here. So there is a little stream that comes off and it goes off the page on here. So there's a little stream, and note that the rule of V's here. So the V's are telling me that, what I want you to do, I want you to draw the strike and dip symbols for A, B, C, D, and E, all these different positions. So for letter A, well, remember, it's going to be striking in this direction and dipping back down in that direction, right? So that would be my strike and dip symbol. Here, there's already a strike and dip symbol telling me it's dipping away. So it looks like for all these, the strike is parallel to the contact and dipping away. Also, you want to make sure you color this map so you can see, because we're going to draw a structure section here on the bottom here. So then this is going to be dipping. So they're all dipping away from the center. And this is also striking this way and dipping off in that direction toward the southeast. The only one that's different is this letter F. Here we have horizontal strata. So let's just show that this is still horizontal strata here. So the contact between this yellow unit and all these older strata must be some sort of angular unconformity. And since everything's dipping away from the center, we must have some structural dome, right? Some structural dome. So that's what I want you to get out of it. All right, so to draw the subsurface geology, again, we're going to be doing the same technique. In this case, what I want you to do, I didn't draw you a line of section over here. Let's just draw a line of section. So we're going from A to A prime. So you want to put that in there. And then wherever a contact crosses your line of section, you want to bring that contact onto your structure section. So put one there, and then we'll keep going here. Because this yellow unit, it's a younger cover, we know that the older subsurface geology should still be under there. So I'm going to extrapolate where the contact between this orange unit and the pink unit is going to occur. So it's going to be up here somewhere. And I want to add that in here, but I'm going to add it sort of a little bit in the subsurface to give me some space for this formation, for this yellow formation that's up in here. Right? So now that gives me a little bit of what's going to go on with the structure here. So I know that everything is dipping away from the center. And then as I go over here, this contact is going to be away from the center. This contact's also away from the center. This contact's away from the center. But then I'm also going to have this younger unit on top. And then I know, based on what I see on the map here, that I have an older blue unit here. So it doesn't quite reach my structure section, but I know it's going to be somewhere in the subsurface right in there. So I'm going to draw that in there. So now I need to add some color to this. So I finished the coloring, and you can see that a structural dome is very similar in cross section or structure section to an anticline. And so you want to show something like this. And note that I have my older units below the younger yellow unit, and I even included this gray unit I have out here. So usually the symbol of bricks is a limestone. The one where you have slanted bricks, that's usually a dolomite. That's a dolomite symbol. On the side here, what I would like you to do is to do the stratigraphy. What's the oldest unit here? So based on our cross section, it'd be this blue unit. So again, it doesn't matter what colors you use, but just color in these boxes, these 7 boxes, to show the order of these units. So the oldest unit would be the blue unit, and the youngest unit is going to be this yellow unit here, right? So what I'd like you to do is, and remember, between the yellow unit and these older folder units is going to be some sort of unconformity. In fact, it's an angle unconformity up at A and G U. Right, so there's some unconformity right in there. So just color in the boxes to show that, and again, whatever color is used to show that order from oldest to youngest. Now this next part on Devil's Fence map from Montana, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to really go over this because now you know about topographic maps and section numbers and all that. So if we look at that map here on page 148, I want you to answer the 7 questions that deal with this map. So remember, for all maps, north is at the top, right? And they even have little compass rose down here to tell you. So west will be on the left side, east is on the right side, south is on the bottom. So now you can answer those questions. And also note on this map, it's already colored for you. They do have strike and dip symbols already, right? So remember, understand what these strike and dip symbols are. And also these symbols for Precambrian. K is for Cretaceous. So again, go back to the geologic symbols figure that I had earlier, and that'll help you decipher what these different symbols represent, right? So that's what you'll do for this figure here. And then for the last 2 block models, you're going to need to color these. And I've already colored mine. And what you need to do is show the geology on all 4 sides. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work on this one here, and then I'll show you one face, but then I'll want you to finish the other 3 faces, right? So let me do that first. So now you can see that I finished my block model. So I cut it out right along the margins, and then you have to fold along these creases to make the block model. And then I've done the geology on one structure section, this front side. Your job will be to finish the geology on this back side here. And then I've done one of the side faces as well. And the way I did that, I folded my cross sections to make the block model. Then I took a pencil and I just marked where these contacts came along the side here. And I know since it's pretty much a horizontal strata here on the side, the Precambrian is going to be older, then it's Cambrian, then it's Ordovician, right? And so that kind of marks my structure. So in the end, you're going to complete all 4 sides. You'll even do, so to complete this side over here, you just bring this together and you'll just mark where the Precambrian or the Cambrian Ordovician boundary is right there. This boundary right here between the Silurian and the Ordovician. And note the Precambrian boundary doesn't really come out on this side here. And then you can draw horizontal lines on here to draw your Silurian unit, and then under that will be the Ordovician yellow unit, and then your Cambrian unit will be at the bottom. And then you'll also want to finish this face over here in a similar fashion that I've done this one here. So in the end, you'll tape your block model up. Your geology will be done on all 4 sides of the structure section. And then what I want you to do to submit this part here, you're going to tilt your block model to the side here and take a picture so I can see it. I'll see the map. I'll see 2 structure sections on the side. So you want to submit a picture of your block model taken from a corner like this, so I can see 3 faces here. And that'll be for this assignment here. And there is one more map, and this is on page 151. And I'm going to let you do this one. And maybe in lab we can, if you have questions about it, we can talk about it. But you can see it's going to be some structural dome. It even tells you it's a dome in here. So we're going to have sort of some anticlinal structures on the side here, but we'll also have the anticlinal structures on the side faces as well. So anyways, that's it for now, and I'll see you in lab this week.